I asked for peace between us all, peace for our country, peace in the world. And I asked, however, for the system to return to the service of people. I was, and I want to remain, a president of peace.
Romania's constitutional court has officially ruled against nationalist and populist politician Călin Georgescu's bid to run in May's presidential rerun. The decision, finalized on March 11, 2025, has sparked widespread unrest, and all eyes are on the European Union. Georgescu didn't hold back, calling the ruling a blow to democracy and freedom. He blamed Romania's political elite and the EU, claiming on social media that the system is shutting out anyone who doesn't conform. Some of his supporters even allege a direct EU plot to silence him.
The system does not accept anyone but him. That's why I said we don't change the man, but we change the system.
The ruling has ignited chaos in Bucharest. Since March 9th, protesters have flooded the streets, clashing with police amid tear gas and burning barricades. Demonstrators see Georgescu's disqualification as political interference rather than a legal necessity.
In front of the system, when you say the truth, you commit capital sin. Saying the truth is a rebellion, a real revolution.
The Central Electoral Bureau first removed him from the ballot on March 9th, citing past violations of democratic norms tied to the annulled 2024 election. Critics, including Georgescu's allies, argue this reflects EU-backed manipulation rather than justice, raising the question: who truly controls Romania's democracy? Georgescu has accused the EU of propping up a government that fears independent voices.
For 35 years, the European Union for money, NATO for defense, the United States of America to save us even from our own choices. This is how we got to rely on others, and now we have woken up because we are not able to decide for ourselves.
The unrest escalated after the Constitutional Court upheld the ban on March 11th, triggering violent protests that night. Supporters trashed streets and faced off with police chanting "thieves" and pointing fingers at both Romanian authorities and Brussels for meddling in their democracy.
I said I wanted the Romanians to come from abroad, back home, and I think that's where I hurt the most the interests of the European Union, because they don't want you back home. They need salahors in all fields of activity.
Romania's tax agency recently revealed that Georgescu's campaign funding did not come from Russia, as previously alleged, but from the National Liberal Party. This revelation has fueled claims of domestic political games, rather than foreign interference, further stoking tensions. With Georgescu detained since late February, restricted from speaking publicly, and facing legal battles over financial misconduct and false information, charges he denies, his supporters have only grown louder, accusing the EU of complicity in his silencing.
The system is physically and mentally violent. Its violence comes from the deep hatred it has for the people who should protect it and not abuse it.
Protests have intensified since Sunday, March 9th, with demonstrators demanding accountability from Romania's leaders and the EU. Critics argue that Brussels, often a self-styled defender of democracy, is either ignoring or enabling a system that crushes dissent. So far, the EU has yet to address these concerns directly.
It seems that at this moment democracy and freedom give them their last breath, and that's why they need more than ever to show up democratically and peacefully, that our choice matters until the last moment.
With nationalist parties gaining traction in Romania's parliament and the May election approaching, the crisis is deepening. Georgescu's exclusion may have sidelined him, but the unrest of the last few days suggests a broader reckoning, one where the EU's role in Romanian politics faces mounting scrutiny